I would say I'm gonna die an old cat lady, but I'm allergic to the... Does that sound like a cat?
Junkies Panic Pro.
I need that magic.
Updates, yeah. Oh yeah, baby, see I is a go. Sangalo is a go. Shanawale is a go. Escobar is a go. Toros is a go. Naira Marley is a go. Olosho is a go. Ayinadin is a go. 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 Is a go.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chilee. If you are new to my channel, then welcome to my page. And if you're a returning subscriber, then as always, I appreciate you and I thank you guys so much for all your subscriptions, all your likes, all your comments. You guys are the best. As you can tell by the title of the video, yes, I am a virgin. I'm a virgin in 2018. That means that I have not had sexual intercourse at the age of 21. I'm only 21 years old. But honestly, in this generation, that's kind of old to not have had sexual intercourse. I guess I'll start by talking about growing up and how sexual conversations went for me. They didn't happen at all. If you don't know by now, I am Nigerian 100%. So like that whole birds and the bee conversation, what is the conversation? Who is the birds? Who is the bees? How did they end up, you know, being together? I'm confused. My parents never had that conversation with me. No one ever told me about sex. It was just, it's a non-factor. We didn't even talk about boys. Anybody asked my mom, she said that I won't get married until after I graduate. So I was like, all right, cool. What am I gonna date? She said, never. So that you can imagine how conversations about sex went in my household. They just didn't happen. So I grew up in a religious home. God has always been my forefront. God has always been taught to me at a young age to put him first in my life. So my religion was instilled in me at a young age. But the conversation of keeping my virginity was never a thing that kind of came from my parents. It was never like, you know, make sure you don't have sex, make sure you don't, you know, do anything before marriage. That was all pretty much me. I didn't really have a lot of experiences that dealt with, you know, the potential to have sex growing up. I remember in middle school girls would definitely be having sex. Guys would definitely be having sex. Went to high school. In high school, I was just chilling too. Like, I mean, I danced. I was involved with track and field. Like, I was just chilling. Like, I really wasn't worried about any of those things. I didn't even have... I would say I did have my first kiss by high school, but other than that, it was really nothing. Like, I had really done nothing, just chilling, you know, living life. So then, boom, college hits. Of course, by the title, you can see that I go to Howard University, and if you haven't checked out my other videos, I will leave the link below. What it's like to be a virgin at Howard University. If you know the ratio, last time I checked, the ratio was 8-1. It may have decreased or increased, I do not know, but last time I checked, the ratio was 8-1, meaning for every 8 girls, there is 1 guy. So if it was reversed, I feel like it would be probably a little bit harder to keep my virginity, just because, you know, there's way more people surrounding me. But being a girl, of course, and having less guys on campus, not saying that it's still not tempting, it's just, you know, less guys. And honestly, I feel like Howard University is like dessert to some men, because there's just so many different type of women there. So I feel like they have it. It's not like, I feel like no guys at Howard has really like pressured me into doing so, because of the fact that there's an 8-1 ratio, and, you know, they respect that fact and they'll just move forward to whoever, you know, is down for the cause. So it really hasn't been a super like temptation from guys or pressure from guys at Howard. All the guys that I've told at Howard have been pretty respectful about it, and they're just like, okay, they either keep talking to me or they don't, and I respect that. If you feel like, you know, you want to have sex and that's just not what I want to do, I respect you more if you decide to, you know, move forward and talk to somebody else than sit there and try your best. It's funny because I kind of hate telling guys that I am a virgin, like after experiencing like how they react. So how they react is boom. Freshman year, I told old dude, you know, man, you know, I'm really, you know, I'm feeling you, whatever. I'm not trying to have sex. And he was like, you know, why? What's up? And I'm like, I never had sex. I'm a virgin. And he was like,
stop lying.
what? Nope, I'm not lying. He's like,
You for real? You not lying? You sure?
I'm sure. I'm not lying, sir. I'm a virgin. I've never had sex before. He's like, he started getting aggressive.
Stop lying. Stop playing. This is not the time to play. Are you a virgin or not? For real, stop playing.
I'm like, I don't know what else to do at this point. Sir, yes, I am. I'm a virgin. All of a sudden, he like, whoa. He started looking at me up and down. He like, I'm like, are you good? What's going on? What are you thinking? What's wowing you? He's just like,
do you know that your species is rare?
Cut. I'm a species now. I'm no longer human. I'm a species. What species I am, not sure at this point. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's just like,
you're rare.
and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All of a sudden, boom.
You know what? You're the one.
What one? What one am I?
You. I knew she was one, bro. I knew she was.
I'm like, what? Which one? One? Which one? What do you? What?
Since the moment I met you, I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. And I don't want to be with anybody else.
I'm like, what was your name again? We just met in the yard, like who?
No. I know I've been playing games, you know, I know I've been not texting you back, you know, I know I've been, you know, just pretty much being a guy. But that was all a facade.
Why are you getting on one knee right now? What do you They will switch up completely, and I'm just so confused because you need to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy you had in the beginning with the dry text and all that. Don't juicify the text. Don't do anything extra. I don't know. I personally don't appreciate the switch up because I'm just like, whether or not I've had sex, keep that same energy 100% so I can see who you truly are. The reason I have kept my virginity, why have I kept my virginity? Honestly, you men make it really easy for me not to want to have sex because I'm human, okay? I'm human just like you. I have hormones just like you. I'm an adult, so like, of course that has crossed my mind before. Of course I've been introduced to it, so I'm not living in a box like my parents think I am. You men make it so easy because if you've seen my other video, I stamp men are 99.999% related to feces. So I don't really want to do anything physical with that type of substance. Guys make it so easy to prove why I don't want to, you know, share that moment with anybody because I just feel like they're so temporary. And this is just my personal opinion. So based on my past experiences with men, every time I get quote unquote tempted, I kind of just remember my past. I remember the experiences that I've had with men. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, you're probably temporary. So I'm really not about to share this moment with you when I know at the end of the day, you feel me? This next segment, we can kind of call it tea topic. It can be a tea topic. This is advice for any girls that are in my same situation, my same predicament. So especially for virgins who are about to enter into college, you know, this is going to be a new territory for you. You don't know what you're about to get into. So just some tips and kind of, you know, my own personal opinion. If you are coming into college and you've just never experienced sex before and you want to experience sex, then make sure you just think about what you're about to do before you do it. So, you know, you may think like, oh, you know, I'm ready, I'm going to do it with whoever. If you're holding onto it for like sentimental reasons or for what your own personal reasons, then always give yourself a day. You know, you may be caught up in the heat of the moment. You may feel like, you know, this is it, this is the right person. But I say always give yourself a day, and just to, you know, if you can, stop whatever is happening. You know, go home, think about it, and when you wake up, if you still want to share that moment with that person, then by all means, do whatever you feel is ready for yourself. For my girls who are just like, my girls or my guys, if you're just like, you know, I don't know if I'm ready for this. It's really tempting though. Somebody's really tempting me. I feel like I can't hold on any longer. Give yourself a day. Think about why you're waiting. Think about whatever it is, whether it be religious reasons, whether it be just your own personal reasons. Think about why you're waiting and try to reflect on that whenever you get into those different situations. All my friends have always been really supportive. I haven't had any friends that are like, well, you need to hurry up and lose it. If you have a friend like that, go ahead and drop her ASAP, because all your friends should respect whatever you want to do, whether it's have sex or not have sex. All of my friends have really been rooting for me to hold on to my virginity, those who have had sex or not have had sex. If you do have other people who, you know, support what you're doing, then it's nice to have them around just so you can keep focused. Remember what you're doing and why you're doing it for. Even if you already have done and you've already lost your virginity, you may have not lost it to, you know, somebody that you really loved or cared for. It is okay. It is okay. You're not destroyed. I know you're probably going through a lot of emotional feelings right now, but you are still a beautiful person. Don't feel less about yourself. Don't tear yourself apart. It's life. Life happens. You just got to keep moving forward. But again, for those of my fellow friends, boys or girls, I don't want to discriminate and just say girls are virgins. There are guys that are virgins too. Whoever you are, male or female, doesn't matter. Just make sure you stay true to yourself and, you know, continue to hold on to whatever it is that is important to you. This is not deep. It's a little strong. If you want to talk more about this subject, just comment below and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. As always, if you create music, I'm trying to showcase you. There's so many talented people in this world, and I just feel like if you create music, which I know a lot of people do, comment your links below, like right now. Send that link right now and I can take a listen and potentially play it in my next videos. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure you follow me on all my social media. All my social media is the same. It is Chilee_baby. That is my Twitter, that is my Instagram, that is my Snapchat. Make sure you follow me on all that stuff. If you like this video, please make sure you give me a like and a thumbs up. That's the same thing. I'm tired. That is it for this Chai with Chai. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.
Give me love, girl, give me good love. Girl, give me love.
I would never be this late at night. Like, I'm tired. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. And don't know the words to the song, but I know it.